Good morning, guys. So you can literally, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it through the video, but you can literally hear the wind blowing. It's so like 40-mile-an-hour gusts of wind today, and it's freezing. So we're staying nice and warm and comfy in the house. I hope everybody had a really good holiday in the States. I hope you guys are having a really good weekend. I needed a break. And it was needed. I did finish the love readings yesterday, which I was so glad to be able to just get them done. I'm not going to start the general readings today. I'll probably start them tomorrow. I know everybody's really like kind of chomping at the bit, and I just am not going to rush myself because I want to be able to give you guys accurate readings, and I have a lot of stuff planned for December for this channel. So like so much so that, first I want to tell you, remind you guys about the meditation tonight. Tonight's meditation is the Violet Flame meditation. And the Violet Flame meditation, it's really good. Healers use it, especially like Reiki healers, people who work with energy on a daily basis should be using it. If you're not using it and you're like a tarot reader, if you work with energy on a daily basis, the Violet Flame meditation is really helpful in just cleansing your aura. I also, and it's not just for healers, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm just like telling healers to come. No. This is a benefit to everybody because it really brings positive energy, and you recognize and realize the connection that you have with Source, how you're creating your own positive energy. We're going to work on the Violet Flame, the Violet Flame actually cleansing your chakras. We'll work on cleansing your aura. And so if you haven't ever been to a meditation before, please come to this one tonight. If you have been to a meditation and you're not sure if this is going to be like a repeat, this is going to be like a whole brand new thing. So I'm also not sure how many more meditations I'm going to do this year. I'm not going to be able to do the full moon in Gemini. I'm not going to be able to do the eclipse. And I'm kind of bummed about that. But family obligations, I'm just not able to do those two. I will have the Sunday night meditation. I might make the Gemini full moon ritual. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might make it for the Sunday night meditation. I might not. On the 15th. But I think I'm only going to have like 2 more meditations for this year. I have so many things that I'm going to be doing, and I need to make sure that I stay healthy. Last year I got really, really sick in December, and like everything was delayed, and I don't want to live my life like that. So I am, and being a Virgo, having everything delayed is like just that. It's like that much worse. Like when you're sick and everything's delayed, it's like your whole life is so, being very mindful. That the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I will be releasing my second workshop in a few days, probably like next week, and talking about it. This is going to be about mindfulness and living in the present moment and allowing yourself to live in the present moment and how to do that. I'm actually going to teach you how to live in the present moment, little tips that you can do to guide yourself through the present moment, all of that stuff. So that workshop, it's still in the works, but it's going to, we're going to be doing it probably the second week in January is going to be the first one. So stay tuned for the announcement for when that rolls out. But the reason why I'm telling you guys is my last workshop that I did, where we, learning how to manifest and living your best life and some of the ways that you're blocking yourself from doing that, that's still available for replay. And yes, even though these workshops that I'm doing, they kind of go hand in hand with each other, because the present moment one, really, that's something that I want everybody to practice so that they're able to manifest, right? So this is almost like a prequel, like I'm going backwards in sequence. So we started with the manifesting. So if you want to take the workshop with me in January, the replay is going to be available. I think I'm only going to have it available till the end of the year, because next year when I start traveling, I'm going to bring the workshop on the road. So I think I'm only going to let the replay be available until the end of the year. So if you have not had a chance to do the first self-alignment workshop, highly recommend you do that. Give yourself a Christmas present, and join us for the meditations. So today is sort of a day of just getting things done and sort of having the passion to do it. Now, the energy that's coming up this week, like we have this, Sagittarius season, it going from the swamp to like a bang, like the fire energy, like let's go, 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 really got everybody super irritated, and everything was moving in like extra speed motion. And there could be still some residue from all of that. There could be some, sorry, I got to use my lip gloss because my lips are dry. That's the biggest pet peeve I have, I think. Like, I can't have, now I cannot have dry lips. It's the worst. Like, I even have a routine to make sure I don't have dry. Yes, I am a Virgo. Thank you very much. Welcome to my world. This is real life, people. Can't make this up. Okay, so, anyway, so the passions are kind of running a little bit high. You feel like you have more energy now. December needs to be about mindfulness, honestly. December, while all of these energies start to move into Capricorn, we have Venus in Capricorn, Jupiter's moving into Capricorn this week. Mercury's going to be Mercury will be following, moving into Capricorn energy. It's just now out of shadow, thank God. Like, whew, man, like even when Mercury is in shadow, it's so rough. It's so rough, right? Sometimes the shadow periods are the harder. It's the hardest part of Mercury retrograde, are the shadow periods. But as we move into Capricorn and we have this eclipse and like all this new energy that's going, there will be triggers that are happening for you. But the reason why this energy is going to be triggering you, and the reason why we're now moving into a sign, it's making us like sit up and pay attention. With all the energy that was in Sagittarius, it was like this huge clusterfuck of everybody like blowing everything out of proportion. And, and now it reminds me, this is what it reminds me of. So like when this is the picture that Spirit's giving me in my mind, and it's hilarious that this is that picture. So with my second ex-husband and I, we always threw huge, gigantic 4th of July parties, like huge. Like he and his best friend would go out and get like thousands of dollars worth of fireworks because it's legal in the state that we lived in to set off fireworks, right? Like even the big boom ones, like up in the sky, right? All legal. So we would do that, and it would be an all day. He would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, like blow everything out of proportion, right? This is Sagittarius season, is the 4th of July's that I used to have. He would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, start smoking a pork butt, Bailey's or Kahlua in the coffee. Like he started like right away, right? So it was an all day affair. Our friends would come over. We would be drinking sangrias all day long. It was crazy, right? And then you wake up the next day and you walk outside and you see the shitstorm that happened on the day before. And it's like, everybody's kind of like going, oh my God, that's what Capricorn season's going to do for us. Like as we move in, you guys are all going to be like blinded. Like, oh my God, now I have to clean up that mess that we all made during Scorpio season, because in Scorpio season, we were all feeling all of these really, really heavy things, and it was like boiling up inside of us, and it's like, it was so deep and so thick, but we didn't have the energy to express anything. Sagittarius season comes along, and we blew it all out of proportion. Might have lost some friendships, might have lost some relationships, might have lost a job or two, but just know that all of this stuff happens, and we go through these cycles in life, and we go through these seasons and these projective times and like all of that for a reason, right? Every day is a day of growth. And that's why I want this time for the next 31 days before the end of the decade. Yes, folks, we are ending another decade. Can you believe it? 31 days left of this decade. And so I want you to practice that mindfulness, even if it's 5 minutes a day. And it's very, very easy. I'm going to show you guys just like a really short way to allow yourself to practice mindfulness. Because when you allow yourself to sit in that present moment, and this is something that I'm going to teach like an extension of in the workshop that I'm doing in January. But when you allow yourself to just like close your eyes, okay? And just get in a comfortable position. Don't lie down or anything like that. Just close your eyes. You can do this anywhere. If you're standing, if you're like standing in line at the grocery store and everybody's like losing their mind, if you are out shopping, right? It's Christmas time. Everybody's gonna be out shopping. I personally do my shopping online, but that's neither here nor there. But if you're out and about, so what you do is just close your eyes, just wherever you are, and just feel like wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel how gravity just holds you. And breathe. Always breathe. When we hold our breath, we're holding tension. And when we're holding tension, that can build up and that can actually create anger within you without you even realizing it. You become frustrated when you're not breathing. So take a deep breath and just quiet your mind. And if you can't quiet your mind, that's okay. If it's hard to quiet your mind, I want you to feel how the air, how your aura, how the energy around you supports your frame. And it might take you a couple of days of doing this, just taking deep breaths and just sit here, like start for like 30 seconds, you know? If you can only sit there for 30 seconds without thinking, without having your mind wander, because that's the goal, is to not have our mind wander. So our mind is always wandering. The goal is to be in the, to begin living in the present moment and not always living 3 steps ahead. And that's something that was really, really big for me to learn. It was really big for me to learn because it's very hard to be a Virgo and not constantly be thinking of what am I going to be doing next? What's my next step? What's my next step? What's my next step? Because I usually have like 8 steps planned in front of me. So like even this morning when I woke up, I was like, okay, I always start my day in the present moment because I know the second I'm out of my present moment and I'm already like planning my day and looking at my day and looking at 6 steps ahead and what I need to do and what I need to accomplish, I want to start in this present moment because this is where we're going to manifest right here and right now. Okay. So just do a small thing like that on a daily basis. And we'll talk about the energies as we go throughout this week. Mercury and what was the other one? Oh, for Pete's sake, I forgot. Hold on a second. Oh, I love the moon in Aquarius. Mercury is going to be sextiling Saturn and Pluto this week, and Venus is going to be sextiling Mars. That's going to be a lot. Like seriously, this is going to be a week. I guarantee you, somebody's going to slip into somebody's DMs this week. Like this is going to be. I feel like this is going to be a hot and heavy week. I feel like there are going to be a lot of people coming out of the woodwork. Like, hey, girl. Hey boy, how you doing? And it's going to be really karmic, like with the Pluto thing that's happening. Plus, what did I say? Oh, look at that. Hi, Capricorns. Hi, guys. You're showing up already. But the Jupiter square Chiron, that's going to be happening in the next couple of days. It's all really happening at the same time. So it's like you're going to be meeting romantic partners or you're going to be meeting people who are very, very karmic to you. And it's going to be like that shock, like that moment of oh, damn, like, you know, whatever. But this is definitely, yeah, this week is going to be, I feel like there are going to be a lot of karmic relationships that show up this week or a lot of karmic, you know, something. I feel like my lighting is really, really dark. I hope it's not too dark when I upload it. Okay. So far the cards are already talking about what I said, where all of this new Capricorn energy that's going to be going on here is all about rebuilding. And it's like it, and we want to do all of this because we want to do all of this rebuilding for this is all about the long term. This is not like, I want you to become mindful this month. Like, these are the challenges. So interesting that I have challenges for you guys. I used to call it homework, but let's call it a challenge, okay? I challenge you guys to begin a mindfulness practice. And I might even start doing something like I might have a group. Wow, I think we just created something just now. See, that's how my creation process works. I think of something and then it just rolls, right? Man, you guys are getting a lot of glimpses of who I am today. That's really funny. So, I challenge you guys for December to start to create a mindfulness practice with yourself. Just 5 to 10 minutes every day doing that so you can get grounded in the present. And then I want you guys, instead of doing like New Year's resolutions, I am not a fan of New Year's resolutions because I feel like if we have New Year's resolutions and then we don't live up to our own, because it's an expectation. And if you don't live up to it, you can easily beat yourself up. You can easily beat yourself down for not living up to your own expectation. Like it happens, right? It's very possible. I gotta lighten this up just a little. Hold on a second. There we go. Just a smidge. Instead of doing that, I want you guys to write down your goals. And when you're writing the goals down, I don't want it to be so strict that it's like you box yourself into a situation, but I just want you guys to write your goals out. Like, I have a 10-year goal and I sort of have a plan for it. I have a 5-year goal. I have a little tighter plan for that 5-year goal. I have a 1-year goal. I have a very tight plan for that 1-year goal. And then everything else, like, but I really, really live moment to moment, right? I always have goals. I always have, schedules and plans and things that I need to do, but it always comes from this space, right? And that's what I want you guys to do. That's why I want a mindfulness practice and then a goal. So those are your challenges for December. And we'll talk about that a little bit more as we get into it. So I have the Devil and the 3 of Pentacles, and then I have the Queen of Pentacles. I have the King of Swords. I have the 3 of Cups, and I have the Queen of Cups. I feel like somebody's celebrating. I feel like somebody is celebrating a hard-earned goal. I feel like somebody's celebrating a hard-earned win. Now, this could also have to do with a third-party situation where there are too many people involved, because we have 2 3s here. We have the Devil, which is very obsessive, very sexual. And then we have 3 different people here as well. So it feels like there might be interesting. Let's see. I'm going to clarify this. So let's see what the Devil is. This is very interesting. There's some kind of collaboration, whether this is a third-party situation and it's on a negative, or this is a collaboration at work. I feel like you guys are going to work really well together. I do feel like you all need to get together, though, and either come up with a plan or, oh yeah. So some of you are being manipulated in a third-party situation. I'm very sorry to say that. On the other end, some of you are manifesting things with work, through work today. And today's a really good day to be doing that because the energy is high. The triggers are low. It kind of depends on where you are and how you feel about yourself. But today is like one of those days that like you can wake up and be like, okay, I can get through today. Even if you're having a really, really rough day, it's not too high. It's not too low. It's just like right there in the middle. So today's sort of a day to take advantage of creating and allowing your passions and creations to, like allowing yourself to explore all of that. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And some of you are, so this is where I don't want you to go. I don't want you to have the anxiety of making the decision, right? Clearly, when you're in a 9 of Swords state of mind, that means that you have thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and now you're even thinking about it before you fall asleep. Like, you can't even leave it in the light of day. It follows you as you sleep. It follows you into your dream, into your subconscious dream state even, right? You're trying to make these decisions on, how do I grow? How do I prosper? How do I start from the bottom up? One of the ways that you really, really start growing and thriving is becoming mindful. If you're in a 9 of Swords state of mind, you're not being mindful. You're not being present. And that's where your decision making is going to be the easiest. And I tell you guys this all the time. If you're not getting quiet and if you're not listening to your own intuition, this is very easy to do to yourself, because you get yourself caught up in the spider web of emotions, right? With that nine of Swords. So let's see with the Queen of Pentacles. And here's this is why. This is exactly why I'm like, you don't even need to be here in the 9 of Swords, because honestly, guys, things are very stable right now. Now, whether you're the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, or the King of Swords, if you feel you're the Queen of Pentacles in this scenario and you have like counterparts, or you have friends or companions or work people or whatever, you have to see the abundance that surrounds you right now. You have to be willing to live in the abundance. That 10 of Pentacles state of mind is all up to you. If you think the 10 of Pentacles state of mind is about having everything and everything has to be perfect and you have to have the perfect family and the perfect job and the perfect house and all of that, this is going to be a broken record in your life, because you're always going to want more. It's never going to be enough, right? It's never going to be enough. And this is something that I taught in the last workshop that I did. So again, if you're one of those people that you're constantly striving to get more because that's the way you become satisfied, if you can't just be happy and satisfied with where you are, I highly recommend watching that workshop replay. The King of Swords, because the Queen of Pentacles over here, she's creating that abundance, right? In that 10 of Pentacles, but she's having to recognize and realize with this 9 of Swords that creation or that abundance there, the more stressed out she allows herself to be with it, the harder it's going to be to get. Let's get these last 3. There is an opportunity for collaboration right now, you guys. And bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. There's a big opportunity of collaboration right now. So we have the King of Swords. We have strength on the King of Swords. And, you know, what's really interesting about this in particular is that I feel like this person is sort of the backbone right now in the collaboration, if you will. It feels, because then I have the Ace of Wands on the 3 of Cups. It's almost as if this idea or this opportunity or something was presented to one person and then the other two are forming it all together, if you will. I have the Sun on the Queen of Cups. She feels like the healer. Like, it's so interesting, this collaboration. I feel like there's somebody that is the financial collaboration. I feel like there's somebody that has the passionate collaboration. And then I feel like there's somebody with the healing. I really feel like this is 3 people coming together. Now, if you're already in this and it's not going to be the easiest road, right? The 5 of Wands, but it'll be worth it with the 10 of Cups. Okay. Now, I'm not really feeling like this is in a relationship capacity. I feel like this was all about work, and that's fantastic. That's great, because that's really what we're moving into. Sagittarius season is going to ease us into Capricorn season, where all of the hard work is like for the long-term goals. You know, we always have those long-term goals set. So I really like this reading. It was very straightforward. It was really great. So yeah, I am taking readings. So if you do want to get a personal reading, I am scheduling about 2 weeks out now. So the 2nd week or the 3rd week in December, actually, it would be the starting of the 3rd week. That's where I'm starting to schedule. But they are open and available if you need to get a reading right now. Everything is on sale. Don't forget about the meditations. I think that's it. Oh, and all the love readings are done. If you guys didn't subscribe, or you haven't subscribed to the channel, go check out the love readings. One of the things I did want to bring up, and I meant to mention this at the beginning of the video, so thank you for holding on with me. Just one more thing I want to bring up. Don't click off just yet. If you cannot, like, and this is the gamut. Goes all the way across YouTube. Every single creator on YouTube. The one thing that we would want you to know, if you can't support the channel monetarily, like if you can't give monetarily, if you're not able to get a reading, if you're not able to donate, I do take donations. If you are wanting to donate and you don't want to get a reading, but you want to be able to donate to the channel, I also take donations. All of that information is in the description box. But if you can't, then do the thumbs up. Right? Click the thumbs up for us, leave a comment, share the video with your family and friends or on your social media. That right there is enough. Okay? Yes, this is my full-time job. This is what I do on a daily basis. I am a healer. There are times when I wondered if I was going to be able to keep going because of, financial things and stuff like that. I don't worry so much anymore. I know that I'm going to be provided for no matter what happens. But this is what I do every day. So yes, if you can donate, if you want to get a reading, if you want to get some jewelry, any way that you want to support the channel, that's wonderful. That's fantastic. If you can't, sharing, liking, subscribing, all of that stuff is also 100% appreciated. And there is no small way to contribute, okay? And there's no small way to let a creator know, or let a reader know, or let whoever know that you appreciate the work that they do, all right? And thank you all so much for the support that you gave me on Wednesday. It was a wonderful learning experience, and it's so interesting how I can see the growth that I've had, where the triggers are less and less. And so, yeah, anyways, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys for the meditation tonight. And I will see you tomorrow for the daily. Bye.